What is up, everybody? Turboverse TV today. So we're gonna address a few things with the state of play video I did, and I gave a score for this event because when you listen to my video, I pretty much enjoyed most of the games they shown here. There's like literally like two games I didn't really like. Well, probably three. I didn't care for the Moss game because that game was on VR. I don't care for VR. I didn't care for the Jet game that they showed, and I didn't care for the what was the other game I didn't like? The Fortnite ripoff looking game, arcade getting game. I didn't care for that. Pretty much every other game I was pretty much interested in. So I gave the score a 6 or a 7 out of 10. That's what I said in my video because they told us beforehand, before they even did the state of play event, like, hey, don't expect any like big news here. Don't get your expectations too high. They're not gonna show God of War. They're not gonna show Horizon Forbidden West. And they're not gonna show like new PSVR stuff, pretty much like exclusive PSVR. It's not. It's just gonna be like indies and the focus on Deathloop. So I even said that in the video. So I don't know if some people are like deaf or just don't pay attention or what. But it's like, so I gave my score because pretty much every game I enjoyed there. Like every game, like I enjoy indies. I enjoy like the Japanese support they was giving like to Lost Judgment and to what was the other game? The Demon Slayer game. I like the anime. And yeah, Deathloop. I'm getting that game. I'm interested in that. And like I thought I was pretty clear in the video, but it was one comment that just stood out. Like this dude was really pissed off. He was really pissed off with my score. So or is the one comment that I'm gonna see it momentarily? We're gonna see the comment. This dude was here. We go. Here we go. Right here. So this guy, he says 7 out of 10 is an insult to Microsoft and Nintendo, who were light years beyond this at E3. Lost a little relevance with this take. People really have a hard time holding Sony to the same standards as Microsoft. So this showing was not at E3. If this showing was at E3, then you have a really good point because I would probably say Microsoft probably a 9, Nintendo probably an 8 or a 7, probably an 8, and I would probably give this showing a 4 in comparison, a 3 or 4 in comparison if this was at E3. But this was not at E3, and they told us the expectations beforehand. They literally said that hey, don't expect too much at this show. So it is kind of like the equivalent of you comparing McDonald's to like a high-end like burger joint, a burger restaurant. They have like fancy burgers that's like actual like an actual good burger, like an actual like well done restaurant style burger compared to like McDonald's. Then or like you comparing, I pretty much view this as like you trying out McDonald's, the McDonald's menu, just the McDonald's menu alone, and judging the food based on just the McDonald's menu, not putting any other like high end burger places in comparison. That's I pretty much view this showing. Like this has nothing to do with E3. If this was the E3 showing, they would have been clowned as well. I'd have been like they just wasted our time with this. It was like Microsoft and Nintendo was bringing all these bangers with these big game announcements. Then you would have a point with this comment right here. But this is not E3. They decided to skip E3. That was on them. And this is not. So I don't get why this dude is so angry with this comment, bro. I don't get it. He had a few people reply to this as well. Like one person even knew what I was talking about with this video. Like why I gave the score it was because the expectations weren't too high. And so it was like 30 minutes of like just game announcements. It's literally like the length of a TV show. Like I'm not gonna say this show wasted my entire evening or anything like that, like anything like crazy like that. Like there was games they showed that I actually liked here. So it's like why would I not give it a 6 or 7 out of 10? It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not gonna be like because the internet is saying, hey, this show was a waste of time. I'm not gonna go with everything the internet says. Like I do have my own opinions here. That's why I have my own channel here. So I'm just shocked that people are so upset about my review score, my own analysis of this event. They really got people triggered. It is just astonishing here. So this person said he isn't giving a 7 out of 10 comparing it to Xbox or Nintendo E3. The one he should compare it is the upcoming PS Experience event, if there is one. LOL. So if they have like their own event where they're showing all their bangers off, all their big exclusives like Horizon Forbidden West and like God of War, then sure you have a point. I would probably compare that one with their Xbox and Nintendo E3, but this is like their throwaway show. This is like nothing really important here. None of their big games really shown here. So Uh, so so this is the other comment he says. Nah, man, it should be on the same scale. This is exactly why Sony wasn't at E3 because people would do this inconsistent, grading, and making excuses. Now, my whole channel is pretty much calling Sony out on their BS. Not my whole channel, but especially recently, people accuse me of being an X-bot, but now I'm I don't even know what you want to call it. Like I'm just shilling for Sony now. Like these, I gotta make up. I gotta stick with a consistent narrative at this point, bro. This is just getting ridiculous. He says people play it way too easily by these companies. I don't care what they call it. The best showing of the year will be compared against everyone else. Best, no excuses. But they told you beforehand not to get too excited. It's like I don't understand. Like that just go over to people's heads or what? But I don't know. So that's just my little update on this whole situation. At the end of the day, you can get butthurt all you want. It is YouTube. It is still my opinion. At the end of the day, I thought the show was okay. I only dislike maybe like 3 games that they showed. Everything else is like it looks either okay or pretty interesting. So there's only 3 games I really didn't like. So other than that, they probably show like maybe like how many show? They probably show like maybe like 12 games, 12 to 15 games they showed at that showcase. I say I only like dislike 3. It's like so it's like a 6 or 7 out of 10 in my opinion. But like I said, people are really butthurt. I don't get why. I'm not grading them fairly, but whatever. This wasn't their. This isn't Sony's E3. They didn't announce this to be their E3 equivalent. This is a throwaway show. So people can at least like talk, I guess like at least even like talk about Sony regardless. So I don't know. But that is the video. Enough of this rambling. Let everyone see your thoughts down below. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching and peace.